Marifat School presents The Conference of the Plants. Written by Reza Nazami. Chapter 16. The Secret to Growth.
In the previous chapter, date seed, having just sprouted, celebrated with almond and walnut, while sunflower, filled with pride, spoke passionately to the plants about always facing the sun. Her words sparked resistance from orange tree and turnip, creating tension in the garden. Walnut, sensing the discord, intervened the next day, gently pointing out to Sunflower that her approach had caused anger and despair, emotions that were contrary to the sun's nature. He explained that outwardly facing the sun does not make one sun-like. It's those who embody the sun's warmth, generosity, and light that truly reflect its spirit. Walnut urged the plants to cultivate the sun's essence within their hearts, bringing peace and vitality to the garden. Now, we turn to the 16th chapter, The Secret of Growth.
Walnut Tree looked down at the garden from above, where everything seemed peaceful and tranquil. Taking a deep breath, he turned his eyes toward the sky and murmured,
"How much longer must I remain in this world? If only fate would bring my existence to its end."
Date Seed looked at Walnut Tree, noticing his profound stillness and serenity. Though no words came from Walnut, she seemed to know by heart how he poured out his soul in silent prayer to the sun. Date Seed turned to Walnut Tree and spoke.
"Oh dear Walnut, I admire your towering stature and aspire of one day growing as tall as you. Though I may never reach your sublime height, I am determined to devote all my efforts to pursuing such excellence. I long to break free from this dark soil, as you once did, and lift my head high into the sky. This is my greatest aspiration. Yet, I cannot grasp the purpose of your life. With all your majesty and grandeur, I wonder, what more could you possibly aspire to?"
Walnut, burdened with sorrow and longing for the end of his journey, glanced at Date Seed and then at the other seeds. In Date Seed's eyes, he caught the sparkle of zeal, a radiant brilliance that stirred a newfound eagerness for growth within his own heart. Walnut had no desire for further growth, burdened by age and weariness. He knew his destiny no longer held the promise of new growth. Yet, he couldn't ignore the enthusiasm and excitement of Date Seed, especially as he understood that this passion coursed through all the plants in the garden, each one eagerly awaiting the day they would transform into a tree, bear fruit, and strive to reach their fullest potential. Walnut Tree reflected on a time when he was just a small seed, enduring days of toil and hardship before finally sprouting and breaking through soil. He recalled the enthusiasm he once had for growth and fertility as a tiny sapling. In those early days, passion for growth resided within his seed, and he lamented the rigidity and hardness of his shell, which made breaking free and emerging a struggle. One day, when disheartened and ready to abandon his efforts to grow, he had a dream in which he saw his own fruit. In that dream, fruit spoke to him, captivating him from that moment on. The vision was vivid, and fruit addressed him, saying, "My child, why are you so weary and disheartened?" Exhausted Walnut Seed murmured, "I cannot crack my shell. It is unbearably tough and hard. I have lost all desire for growth. I don't understand why I was created this way. All the other seeds effortlessly split their shells and emerge, but I am completely incapable of doing so." The walnut fruit gazed at the struggling seed and said, "My child, you were created to produce enduring fruits, fruits that will not easily decay or spoil. Moments later, the walnut fruit vanished from the seed stream. The seed awoke, realizing it had all been a dream. Yet, the face he had seen captivated him deeply. Recalling that beautiful face filled him with immense pleasure and a profound sense of familiarity and closeness. Despite having seen it for the first time, he cherished the image, determined that no passage of time would ever erase it from his memory. That single dream was enough to revive Walnut Seed. It sparked a surge of enthusiasm and excitement within him. With renewed hope, he resumed his journey, tried once more, and persevered until he finally sprouted. Years passed, and Walnut Seed grew into a strong, robust tree, bearing fruit. When the first fruit ripened, he gazed at it and wept from the depths of his heart. Speaking to the fruit, he said,
"Oh, my beloved soul, I know you well. You are a sacred fruit, the culmination of my life. You came to my aid during the most painful moments of my growth. You were with me at every stage. Even though I couldn't see you with my eyes, I always felt your sacred presence."
The memory of that beautiful experience filled Walnut with joy. Tears welled up in his eyes as he turned to Date Seed, who was brimming with excitement and enthusiasm.
My greatest wish is to bear fruit.
Date Seed, astonished, asked,
But don't you already bear fruit? I remember you saying you produce an abundance of fruit. I don't understand what you mean.
Walnut Tree, weary and sorrowful just moments ago, responded with renewed joy and hope.
That's correct. I have borne numerous fruits each year and have grown to benefit those around me. Despite enduring much hardship, I have strived to produce something lasting and beneficial for everyone around me. Now my goal is to help other seeds grow and cultivate a fruitful garden for its gardener. Initially, my aim was to produce fruit for myself, but today I strive to bear fruit for the entire garden. Therefore, I am working hard to support the growth of other plants.
Date Seed, already aware of Walnut's care, became even more certain of his love for others with this acknowledgement. Charming as ever, Date Seed asked,
I have another question. You mentioned that many seeds decay and spoil under soil, while some grow and flourish. What is the secret behind growth and decay of a seed?
Walnut Tree, completely forgetting his sorrow and weariness, now spoke with the excitement of a youthful sapling. Turning to all seeds, he said,
Date Seed has asked an excellent question. I want to share with you one of the secrets behind growth and decay of a seed. A secret born from a lifetime of effort and experience. For growth, we need force and energy, which nature has bestowed upon us through 4 essential elements.
All the seeds agreed. We already know that the elements, earth, air, water, and fire, provide us with energy. Walnut Tree added,
Many seeds received great energy but decayed and never sprouted.
All looked on in astonishment and asked, how can a plant receive forces but decay instead of growing? Walnut Tree sighed and replied,
Receiving energy alone is not enough for growth. Every seed must divide its attention between gaining energy and developing its own growth. If a plant does not balance its focus on absorbing forces for its horizontal life with those for vertical growth, true growth will not occur. To achieve real growth, it is essential to focus on both receiving external forces and undergoing internal transformations. If a seed receives plenty of external forces but cannot channel them into internal changes, genuine growth will not happen, and seed will eventually decay. Similarly, without receiving external forces, there is no potential for growth.
Date, listening attentively to Walnut, asked,
If we do not receive enough energy, what will happen to us? How can we enhance the forces we receive?
The gardener is always vigilant and cares for his garden. However, if a seed faces challenging conditions, it should seek help from the gardener. Calling out the gardener's hidden name will invoke his mercy. This name is a secret bond between the seed and the gardener.
Seeing her patience wearing thin, Date Seed eagerly asked,
Oh, Walnut, do you know that name? If you are aware of that secret, please reveal it to us.
Walnut, with calm assurance and a resounding voice that emanated from the depths of his being, said,
Ozare, Ozare.
Date Seed pondered for a moment and then said,
I am content with the conditions that govern me and the amount of forces I receive. Therefore, I do not need to call out to the gardener for that purpose. However, I seek more growth, as my growth is not proportionate to the forces I have received. I have sprouted, but I have not grown enough. How should I invoke the gardener's mercy for better growth?
Growth is not the gardener's task. It is inherent in the sun. Growth occurs in the light, unfolding as you move toward it.
How should I call the sun?
Say, O Rashed, O Rashed, O Rashed.
Are you saying that simply repeating this name several times will lead to growth? Can it really be that simple? It's strange to think that just uttering a single word can spark growth.
Merely speaking a word will not bring about growth for you.
But you said to chant that word for growth.
When you ask for something with all your heart and soul, you must also put in your greatest effort to achieve it. Then, saying that word will create results. Uttering it will forge a connection between your heart's true intention and your efforts, aligning them and guiding your growth until you reach your goal.
Date felt a glimmer of light within herself, although she hadn't fully grasped what she had heard. She went away to contemplate more deeply. A profound stillness settled over the entire garden, as all the plants were lost in thought.